To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Come on, come on. Hey.
He'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shoves him away. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of cover there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 5.
Half the street, half the street, half the 60, half the 60.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. That's out to the flat for Akers. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. Look, the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bears have 5 and 6 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Out of the gun, Fields. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Cut. Ready?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give them a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what?
The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there at a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fields going to take this himself. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The the Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Four yards remain for second down.
18 Cardinals.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point safely through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Fields. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go, Reed, go.
Looking to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago!
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
No problem there on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Akers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles! Tap, tap, tap! All right, 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
They'll set up a throw. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Slot man moves right. A give up the middle to Akers. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get around of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And this is going to be intercepted. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
18, 5 years. Riggs.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
60-60. 19.
They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Down. Fields has to have this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Got it. Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the LA Rams with a victory here.